Canaan James Hill, an American Idol contender, is losing supporters. Why is this taking place? Well, it appears that his admirers dislike a lot of things about him. He was and still is a favorite among certain fans. But he is losing rapidly. The more he is on the show, the more people begin to despise him. There is plenty to review. To learn more about this circumstance and what is happening with Canaan, continue reading. For many of its episodes, American Idol has a distinct theme. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame night was the most recent. The competitors had to select a song that was appropriate for the category. However, the program was not well received by viewers. The music selections weren't really amazing, and others thought it was dull. Carrie Underwood didn't hesitate to criticize the competitors on this point. One competitor who might not have adhered to the topic as much as fans would have wanted was Canaan. He somehow made it seem a little more like gospel, which is the music style he is most at ease with. Canaan James Hill's fan base is rapidly dwindling. But this is because he didn't think beyond the box. His fans would be thrilled to see him try his hand at music outside of gospel. He doesn't take any chances. How can I make a rock song gospel? He even asked. Try something different, dude. The courts have finally had enough and ordered him to follow my instructions for weeks. Obviously, he has heard other songs. Create your own version of a well-known tune. To be honest, I don't think much of him. The whole time he simply rants. Although I believe his voice is the greatest, he moved from being my favorite to falling behind Jamal. It's time for him to think creatively. Despite having one of the greatest voices, he is unable to break forth from his comfort zone. Although I would love to see him attempt something different, it's unlikely that he will change if he wasn't prepared to take a chance tonight. It enrages me that he refuses to do anything else than gospel. His ceiling is singing in a Baptist megachurch. He will never get on the radio. Leave. Oh no, the next time, Canaan might have to pick a better tune. The American Idol contender appears to need to be more creative. People are protesting about this. Even if it's only little, they want to see her venture outside of her comfort zone. Her conversion of rock and roll themes into Christianity was not well received by the audience. People are aware that she is still a gifted vocalist, nevertheless. Overview. For many young musicians hoping to achieve success in the music industry, American Idol, the renowned singing competition, has served as a springboard. Millions of fans worldwide are captivated by the fresh talent that each season brings. Canaan James Hill, a competitor from the most recent season, drew notice this year with his poignant performances and deep vocals. But even with his indisputable brilliance, Canaan's fan base is becoming less. This article explores the causes for his declining popularity, looking at things like social media presence, song selections, audience perception, and the competitive environment. Chapter 1. Canaan James Hill's Ascent. We must first examine Canaan James Hill's early ascent to stardom in order to see why he is losing supporters. Originally from a tiny American town, Canaan's journey started long before American Idol. With her extensive history in a variety of musical styles, such as pop, country, and soul, Canaan's adaptability became a compelling selling feature. Audiences responded favorably to his distinctive sound and moving lyrics, which gave him the genuineness that is so important in the music business. Canaan's unadulterated talent, expressive delivery, and sincere love of music were all on display throughout his tryouts. Viewers identified with his modest upbringing and life story, while judges commended his potential. He advanced in the tournament thanks to a developing fan following that resulted from his outstanding performances and relatable background. But as the season went on, little adjustments started to affect his rapport with the audience. Chapter 2. American Idol, Changing Terrain. The shifting dynamics of American Idol itself are one of the main elements impacting Canaan's appeal. Since its inception, when unadulterated talent and sincere feeling were paramount, the program has changed. Fans nowadays seek entertainment, marketability, and a unique character from competitors in addition to voice prowess. Artists that can adjust to the current music landscape, which is shaped by social media trends, viral events, and a strong online presence, are highly sought after by today's audience. The audience may become disengaged if Canaan's conventional approach to music and presentation does not meet their immediate expectations. Chapter 3. Stagnation in genre and musical selections. Canaan had to choose songs that would appeal to the judges and the public as he progressed through the competition. Although his pick of heartfelt ballads and deep songs enthralled audiences at first, many started to see a trend in his choices. His genre selections, which were primarily passionate ballads, were criticized for being monotonous and stagnant. The contemporary audience frequently looks for variety in musical selections, yearning for originality and unexpectedness. Fans were disappointed because they thought Canaan would branch out into other genres, try out new collaborations, or include famous songs from the present day, but he stuck to his comfort zone. His popularity eventually declined as a result of this strategy, alienating some fans who had anticipated for a wider range of musical styles. Chapter 4. Social media presence is crucial. Social networking is just as important in today's music industry as vocal ability. Maintaining fan engagement and loyalty requires an artist's ability to fascinate people, generate buzz about them, and provide insight into the personal life through an engaging social media presence. Regretfully, Canaan has not had a strong social media presence. Even while his performances were well received, the enthusiasm surrounding his travel was not reflected in his social media activity. The content was frequently restricted to performance footage without the supplementary personal tales or behind-the-scenes glimpses that fans long for, and engagement was minimal. The absence of active fan involvement resulted in a decrease in interest in Canaan's path, which left fans feeling disengaged in a time when fan interaction has the power to make or destroy an artist. Chapter 5. The function of dynamics of competition. Contests such as American Idol function in a highly competitive setting and are more than just talent competitions. Canaan's prominence was waning in a roster full of up-and-coming performers with unique personalities and avant-garde artistic abilities. Canaan's consistent but unwavering strategy was eclipsed as other competitors took center stage with the quirky acts, captivating personalities, and robust social media presence. Canaan saw himself fading into the background as audiences gravitated toward the more charismatic characters. This is explained by the show's narrative format, which gives priority to some participants for the plot. A once strong fan base may feel abandoned as a result of the editing and attention paid to up-and-coming competitors, which might significantly change audience loyalty. Chapter 6. The fanbase's response. Discussions centered on Canaan's fan base's responses as his fame declined. While younger viewers were disappointed by his lack of creativity and involvement, ardent supporters rallied around him, applauding his genuineness and singing ability. Social media platforms turned into forums for debates, with some voicing their reservations about his performances and decisions and others defending him against criticism. These discussions reveal a gap between his classic sound's admirers and the younger audience members who want for a more modern touch. Canaan may have unintentionally offended followers by attempting to balance these conflicting expectations, which has contributed to his waning popularity. Chapter 7. The impact of judges' comments. The opinions of the judges greatly influence the expectations and impressions of the viewers. Although he was praised for his talent at first, Canaan started to feel the weight of the constructive criticism. Fans are perceptive and follow the judges' advice. Any tinge of doubt might affect how they view a competitor. It can give the impression that Canaan is stagnating if judges keep pushing him to do new things or try various songs without seeing any improvement in his performances. As a result of feeling that their opinions are acknowledged, the audience becomes less supportive of an artist they feel isn't making progress. One of the key factors influencing Canaan's changing appeal is the fine line that separates creative individuality from receptivity to criticism. Chapter 8. Public Relations Navigation. Public relations, PR, may be the difference between long-term success and waning celebrity in the music business. For artists hoping to connect with audiences over the long term, controlling storylines, handling controversies, if any, and developing a strong personal brand are essential. Regretfully, Canaan's public relations approach has failed in this area. Given the abundance of artist-based material available today, creating a strong story is crucial to creating a lasting brand. After his first ascent to stardom, Canaan's narrative lacks a gripping hook, leaving followers wanting more action. Developing a plot that links his musical career, challenges, and goals might pique the curiosity of those tired of hearing the same old scenario. Additionally, enhancing marketing initiatives through partnerships or interviews could help him stay visible. Chapter 9. Techniques for engaging fans. Canaan needs to aggressively engage his audience in order to get back on track and win back supporters. The gap might be closed by using fan interaction techniques like holding live Q&A sessions, offering intimate behind-the-scenes footage, extending the music choices, or even working with other artists. He will be able to rebuild a relationship with his audience by focusing on using music to communicate stories and expressing the meanings behind songs and personal experiences. The combination of contemporary marketing strategies, individual branding, and creative performances will probably open the door for Canaan's fan base to grow again. Chapter 10. The prospects for the future. Considering Canaan James Hill's present level of fame raises important concerns regarding his career's future course. Is it possible for him to win back the affection of his followers and experience a rise in popularity? Of course. Adversity is a common way for artists to develop, and Canaan may use this as a chance to think, develop, and create new music. Canaan has the potential to become a successful and adaptable performer who combines his distinctive singing skills with current musical trends as he takes into account the criticism and audience comments. Canaan may regain his status as a well-liked personality in the music business by cultivating closer ties with fans, pursuing personal development, and encouraging creativity. In conclusion, the highs and lows of Canaan James Hill's American Idol journey illustrate the difficulties of managing public opinion in the quick-paced world of music competitions. Although he first attracted notice with his unadulterated skill and poignant performances, a number of events have led to his fan base's decrease. Opinions on Canaan have been reshaped by a variety of factors, including changes in the competition's environment, stale song selections, a lack of social media activity, and changes in the dynamics amongst competitors. But there is a good chance of redemption. Canaan may revive his career and rebuild relationships with his audience by emphasizing creativity, active participation, and a readiness to accept change. Trials are a common part of an artist's development, and for Canaan James Hill, this might be a turning point in his career, allowing him to reevaluate his identity as an artist and re-establish a connection with those who formerly appreciated his path. In addition to winning back lost followers, Canaan's embrace of development and authenticity allowed him to leave a lasting legacy in the music business, serving as a reminder that despite obstacles, desire and tenacity may lead one to success.